Hi fellow creatives. I am here today to suggest a easy peasy way of getting creative. Yesterday I did a neurographic art piece, and what I did was scribbled it in pencil, went over it with a pen, and then last night I went home and just went over it with a pen, size 12 Pigma marker. And anyways, this is what I came up with. How cool is that? And you know what, guys? You can do it. If you are stumped for something to do that is creative, the neurographic art is a really good meditative and intuitive artistic process that links the unconscious and the conscious. I didn't know all that. I've been doing these things for a couple of years, and I didn't know the background around it. So apparently it helps your brain, and Lord knows we need help with our brains. So by following the steps of neurographic art, it takes you through your emotions and transforms difficult emotions and stress into something beautiful and healing. The process of creating this kind of art is far more important than how the final piece looks. And you know, you'd be really surprised. It turns out pretty good. It always blows me away. So as you create, your brain is encouraged to make new neural pathways and connections surrounding the problematic areas you are facing in your life. So let's get started, and I will show you how to start this thing. And basically all you do is you scribble on a piece of watercolor paper and then start playing. And so let's do it. Hey guys, join me on this journey of neurographic art. And here's how we start is by taping some watercolor paper down. You can use a cold press or a hot press. 140 pound is recommended. It works really good. And this particular one is a hot press I'm going to try today. So let's play. All you need is a micron pen. I have a micron pen size 10. I have an 05. And make sure they're waterproof in case you want to go in and color it with watercolors after the fact. And let's see, this one is a Pitt artist pen. We're not going to use that. That one's good for filling in the corners. So I'm going to start with a pencil. And for me, I mean, you could take your non-dominant hand and just start in a corner and just kind of like draw lines and just squiggle up and down all around. And you know, you can always add some other stuff to it later on too. And that's what I did with this one. So these are not the original lines. You can see the original outline here, some pretty big loops. And then I went back in and did loops within the loops. So here we go. We've got these loops here. I want to make, so it's just like one big scribble. Go in here and make that a little smaller. And this one here, just kind of enclose them. All right, so now we go back in, and what I like to do is go over my pencil marks with one of these microns. So I will speed it up here. Oh, the old one's not, oh, this is an 02. It's not thick enough. So I think I'll go in with a 10 and go over my lines. Now you could have just done it right off the bat using the micron pen, but you know how we are. Sometimes you go, oh, I didn't really like that line. But just go ahead and start going over your line. And let's see, and they don't have to be perfect, and you can go back in with an eraser later on and erase the lines that you've gone over top of or you missed, like right here. I didn't like that so much, so I moved it. So just keep playing, go over top the lines. It doesn't have to be perfect because, like I said, you can erase those pencil lines. There we go. I'm just not even lifting my pen. I'm just going for it here. And then go back up around here. All right. There. How cool is that? That's just like, that's my favorite phrase, guys. Okay. So now you can go in and take out those pencil lines real quick. I'll dry. Look at that. So I got this big eraser. Works really good. Just take the pencil lines out. They can be a little distracting. Or just remember, be brave and just use your ink pen to start with instead of a pencil. Now, I started doing these a couple of years ago and I didn't even know there was a therapeutic benefit to doing them. So this will help you. And what it does for me personally, it gets me out of a funk. So if you're in a funk, this is a good way to do it. And the one I did last night, I was just sitting watching TV and going in and filling in the black spots. So let's just start rounding out any sharp points. It's kind of like feng shui actually, because you know in feng shui you don't want to have any sharp points in your house. So this kind of takes care of it. So fill in the corners. Here's another one here. Fill these puppies in. So I hope you're doing this along with me. I was thinking I should start doing some lives. Let me know if you'd like that. And the fun thing about doing these is like, you get done with it, or close to done, and you're thinking, wow, this looks pretty good. But you know, your beginning parts are kind of, what? Yeah, so I've changed that. Remember, it was all sharp points, so it's not, it's pretty cool. And just keep at it. So I'm probably going to fast forward during this. We'll throw on some music while I get this done. And oops. Okay, this is, remember, this is about having fun and enjoying the process. I'm going to just go back and kind of clean up some of my messier ones. Just have fun with it. And don't worry about the outcome. It's going to be cool, whatever you do. And let's see, where else we got? I think I'm going to leave that like that. I kind of like that one. And we got these are done. So just check it over. Make sure you got all the sharp corners. And you can go in and fine tune, make them a little smoother. Some of mine are a bit messy. Okay, now here comes the fun part. I'm going to start right here. I'm just going to go, just kind of follow the lines you already have. So I'm just making these lines, and I'm still using the size 10 Pigma. It's like, oh, micron. It's a micron. Where I got Pigma from. And let's see, I'm going to do another line here. And I find if I'm doing lines, pulling the pen towards me makes a smoother line. So that's that one. I kind of went outside the line there. And then I'm going to do some circles right inside there. Make it larger as it goes along, like a pea pod. And what you want to do is just follow your lines, follow the shapes that you have. So let's see, we got this shape here. Let's see, take a line and just go like this, kind of curve it. So it's coming from one area and going up and around. Just have fun with it. Not even a second of worry. Get into the motion. This one here, I'm just going to just keep following along the shape, like so. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to just take this line and bring it around, like so. Looks like I didn't tape off the edges here, so I won't have a nice white border. Boo-hoo. Okay. Let's do this pea pod thing. I'm going to take some rounds and just have different shapes that you use. And you can always cheat a little bit. Like I have these stencil right here. So let's use a stencil. And I don't know, let's put, I haven't done this before. Let's put one right here. See how that works. Oh, that's kind of cool. And let's do a little smaller one right next to it. There we go. And I'm going to do this one here. And that, of course, created some pointy spots. So now we have to go in and do this. Round out those pointy spots. do me a solid, subscribe. It's free, and I don't harass you with emails because I don't have your email. And you'll be notified if you ring the bell. You'll be notified when I have my next video up. And I really try hard to try new things and show you new things all the time. And for the month of August, I'm going to stick with watercolor-based paintings. This one will be watercolor over top of this. And see how you all like it. And then the following month, I will do a different medium. So here's where we're at now. I'm going to grab a smaller pen, like a size 5. Okay, let's see what we got here. I'm going to do, oh, why don't I just use one of these in the middle? That would be cool. So I'm going to do a circle, and then another circle. See what we got. These little stencil things are so handy. I even use them for doing the eyes on my girls when I'm drawing. It helps. Okay, so we have this big space here, so why don't we just put some stripes in there? Woohoo! There we go. Just the stripes. And as I go along, they're getting on more of an angle. You don't have to be perfect. There's no such thing as perfect here. So just start doing it. There, see? Some of them are wider than others. And just keep doing it. Okay. It's already starting to look like something. And so just keep going, but try to balance it. So what I did here, dots here, dots here. So this one here, I'm going to put another one over here. I'm going to fill this in. It's my little pea pod. Okay, so I'm going to do some, let's go here and carve it around. Here, carve it around. So I'm trying to make it so that it's not quite as wide on the inside. So I can put these same circles. So I'm put one here and just get larger as I go along. Let's get some ideas from over here. So look at this one that I did. So one hole, I just did all circles. Then I did lines flowing out of a corner. Here's some straight lines. So little dashes. Okay, so let's do some dashes somewhere. Yeah. Okay, this would be a good spot. Oh, there's a 10. I want some dashes. I hope you're enjoying the video. If you are and you're getting some good info out of it, please subscribe. It would help me a whole lot. And then I can spend, once I give up my day job, I'll be able to spend more time showing you all some really cool stuff to do. But I can't do it if I don't have enough subscribers. So that's what we're working on. I have people that I follow on YouTube, and it's like they're going, oh, subscribe to us, we want to get to 3 million. Like, yeah, I'm still trying to get to 1,000. It's kind of funny, but I do like YouTube. I started really watching YouTube back in 2020, and then last year I got into it. I wasn't really putting stuff up for myself, but when my friend's house burned down, a beautiful oceanfront home, I had to do a GoFundMe for her because they lost everything. And what I noticed was people were looking at my old videos. I had about 4 old videos up from 5 years ago, and thought, what the heck, I'll figure out some artwork, which I love to do, and start doing YouTube. So here I am, guys, and you're watching me, and I appreciate every single one of you. So tell your friends. And I hope to inspire you to go forth and create. That's my job. It's the only job I want, actually. So what do you think so far? And I'm wondering, maybe we should just go ahead and add some color and see what happens. So I'm going to take a break. figure out a color scheme. So here's my samples of my colors. I kind of like, I don't know, maybe we should go with purples, and then with some, oh, there's some moon glow. And what else we got here? Like the sienna. That could be a possibility. I just did a whole painting the other day, blues, just totally blues. So let's do something different. You know, the complement of purple is a lime green, so that might be interesting. Okay. Let's do these colors and get started. I'll get set up and come back. So this color is wisteria, and I'm going to just kind of do a line of it here. Let's try giving some water. Now remember, this is hot press. It doesn't work the same way as cold press. And the water, you need water to kind of push it around. I'm going to just all right, and moon glow, wisteria. I got purple in there somewhere. What's this one? Rose of You. Okay. I'm taking some of the rose. See what happens. I'll put this one up here. So I have all this paint on my brush. There we go. I'm going to take a wet brush and just kind of float it in there. See what happens. Now the ink pen that I used is supposed to be it's waterproof. So the inks I used are waterproof, so hopefully the watercolor is not going to flood it and make it bloom. We shall see. All right, so there we go. We got that, and I'm going to just kind of tip it a little bit. There. And interesting color. Take my brush, sample paper. I'm not terribly crazy about this so far. I'm wondering if I should find some saran wrap. And I'm going to drop in some of the rose. Let's see where it takes us. Just move it away from this edge here. There we go. Now I'm going to, I ran over the lines a little bit, so let's take some paper towel, try to get it off there. It's more of a staining color, I guess. Let's see. Oh. Well, it's not too bad. Okay, so we'll use a slightly smaller brush. Let's see this one here. So I mixed up some moon glow. There it is. And where can we put it? Here's a good spot. Okay, I'm going to put it straight on first and then take a wet brush, see what happens. So I'm going to spread it. I'm going to wet this all the way down here where I want the paint to flow to. Moon Blue's kind of a purpley color. I don't know why they call it Moon Glow. What has it got to do with the moon? It's a Daniel Smith color. There we go. And you can move your paint by just picking it up and let it flow a little bit. So you can see it's kind of got some texture just all by itself by pushing it around. I'm going to get this side to push. See, just tip it up. All right, I think I'm going to let that sit, let it dry just like this, because it's kind of interesting. I like the way it's patchy. So next, we got Rose of You, and we want to do a wisteria. Well, let's try this color here. Got one mixed up. Just filling in the empty spaces which I have not done any doodles on. And you know, you can always go back after it's dry and doodle over top of the painted pieces. Now, reminder, I am working on hot press, and it does react differently. Okay, so this is regular to find my gold that I made. This is pretty. I think another bit of serpentine right here. So clean the brush off, and let's go in here. And I'm going to be crazy and put some yellow in here and mix it together. So yeah, it's always an interesting thing to do, is mix your colors right on the paper. That's the way I learned how to do it 30 years ago. Makes for a more interesting effect. Yeah, see? That's kind of cool. No, don't. Shapes. That's awfully close to that purple, so stay away from that. Okay, and I'm going to put a little bit more here. Very interesting. I think we need to do something right here, and I think I want to do that. So, where are we at here? Let's go with the yellow first. Oh, I can't do it. This is still wet. Okay, let's do, this one's dry. What I'm going to do here is find my number 10, and I'm going to make this a little thicker line here. There we go. There. So that separates it pretty good. And now I'm going to run the yellow. Now I'll get some of that green. It's called serpentine green. And I'm going to drop it in right here. It's like a sap green. They come up with these fancy names. Okay. That's it. And let's do a line of it all the way along. And I'm going to blend it down a little bit. Okay. Clean my brush off. And just kind of play with it. Not too crazy about that. Now, if you don't like it, take a paper towel and just blot it. There we go. I like that better. It's not quite as dark. There we go. Now I can just kind of fill in the blanks. I think I want to balance. Get some balance here. This needs to be something. I don't know what. Let's see. This is a very strange hot press paper. I'm finding that the watercolor is just not seeping into it as quite as well as I'd like. It kind of floats on top. Maybe I'll stick some moon glow in there. Let's do this. All right, that's pretty dark. So I'm going to take my brush, and this is a size, interesting. I don't know what size this is. Looks like maybe a 10 or something. Okay. I'm sort of lifting a little bit of the paint here. Okay. And it's kind of weird. This needs some extra right here. And that's the moon glow. All right. Now let's see what neutral scent tint does. Put some of that down there. And I'll add a bit of water to it. It's almost like a black. I don't know why they call it neutral. Looks black to me. Ooh, it's very black. And what I'm going to do with this is here. Okay, take that off there. And let's move it around. Okay, so this is Neutral by Winsor Newton. And you can see it's kind of gray. Get a bit more. Hi there.
Hi.
You been in before?
You were here yesterday.
Oh, well, welcome back.
Where were they at? Remember? She was looking at some earrings in there from yesterday.
Ah, well, some earrings in the other room, and they're kind of scattered around. Okay, which ones did you find?
These.
Oh, pretty, like a sparkle, huh?
She wasn't expecting again, so she's pretty surprised right now.
Well, that's nice. Oh, nice and surprise. Okay, so that's $20, isn't it?
Do you take credit cards?
Uh-huh.
Okay, because otherwise, I'm sure you're. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
You're very welcome. I don't know anything about earrings, so those are probably going to hang down ways, but.
Yeah.
But you can, and it always be something you can just keep for special occasions, so that you can still have them as you get older. Does that sound good?
Yes.
Yeah. Probably not just for everyday earrings, but for
Yeah.
special occasions.
And so you remember what you said?
Okay, great, thank you.
All right, enjoy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Thanks for coming back in.
Oh, yes. It was nice because you were easy. You stayed out at y'all huts for a couple nights.
Uh-huh.
You were easy to get to along the way. And then for our last stop, we're heading back to Port Allison.
Okay.
Because you're from Colorado, right? Colorado. This is a special trip.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, take care.
Your body's beat by the window seat. Little eyes look high up into blues and stars. I wanna surrender to those cosmic skies, whispering spells about what it means to be wise. There's glittering whites and shooting comets, milky bands that speak golden sonnets, intergalactic Janet, Janet from another planet. Your body's beat by the window seat. Little eyes look high up into blues and stars. I wanna surrender to those cosmic skies, whispering spells about what it means to be one.
I think I want to do purple right here. And I was mixing a purple. I took some phthalo blue. Let's see, let's do the phthalo blue. There we go. And then mix in some rose. My poor old rose is getting worn out. Ooh, isn't that a yummy purple? So we will do this one right here. There we go. That's a really nice purple. And that is mixed up phthalo, blue, and rose. So let's do, I don't know, another one right here. This would be good. wrap it around. Stretch this purple out a bit. Let's see. Some more. There we go. Well, if you don't mix up enough paint at the time that you mix your paint, then when you go to remix it, sometimes the color is a little bit different. So we have a different color here. It changed colors. All right. So I think I'm gonna just let it be. And I'll blend that in a little bit. I'm adding some water. Okay, there we go. Hi there, how you doing? There. It's kind of patchy. There we go. I was gonna move it around a little bit, or see if it'll move. Okay. I think I'm going to call this quits. Just take the tape off. This regular masking tape I used on that. Okay, so let's take this one. So pull it at an angle, and then you won't tear up your paper. There we go. It's still a little wet, so I'm not going to handle it too much, but pretty much gives you an idea what you can do with this type of art form. So we covered basically how to set up and get yourself rolling. And let's see, I'm going to try and lift up some more of this right here. So I'm wetting it just with the end of my brush. And I'll take some paper towel and just kind of lift it a little bit. All right. I think I want to, it's number 10 again. I'm going to go in and draw some circles in the circles and some more. Go. And let's see, let's do some dashes here. All right, well, here you have it, gang. It's done, as done as it's going to get. If you think I should do some more color on there, let me know. And if you've enjoyed this video, remember to subscribe. That would be really helpful for me. All right, here's the finished product, and this is what it looks like with a mat on it. So I am going to do some fine tuning tonight, go back in over some of the lines, clean up the pencil marks with my trusty eraser. And as you can see, when you rub off a pencil mark, it does not lift anything, which is great. So there's that one. And then here's my original black and white, and I really like this one. It's already signed and ready to be framed. So this one's done. It doesn't need anything else, and so I will frame it tomorrow. If you've enjoyed my video, please subscribe. It means a lot to me if you support me and support my art. And it gives me the freedom to make more art and share with you. So see you soon, and get out and paint or draw. Bye for now.